everyone. We are back with the second part of webinar where we will talk about unconventional use cases of communities. When we say conventional use cases of communities, what do we mean by that?
I guess common, most obvious applications of communities.
Yes, absolutely, Praj. Since they are common and obvious, almost all the organizations are able to achieve them. What's challenging is achieving unconventional use cases. We are aware that communities are evolving and going beyond their conventional use. So, to keep up with the changing scenario, brands are now equipping communities with emerging technologies. It allows them to move beyond communities and achieve greater benefits.
Wow, all these benefits with just communities. No wonder everyone from company executives to marketers to customers are fascinated with communities. I'm intrigued to find out the unconventional benefits of communities. So let's move forward, shall we?
Sure, Prachi. Starting with the first use case, sales order management. It is especially true for the partner community types. We know that the partner communities serve to fill the information gap between the brand and the associated partners. Partners can be vendors or distributors. In this case, a company can build a community that stores sales information. Such information includes sales orders, invoice information, credit information, delivery information, amount overdue and amount yet to be overdue, etc. And vendors can view this information. Now that both the organization and vendors have a shared space where they can access the information they need, it helps everyone to stay on the same page. It is no-brainer that inaccurate data can hamper the growth of an organization and lead to a poor decision-making. That's why having a community that provides all this information at fingertips ensures that no partner falls behind when it comes to information.
Yes, absolutely, Ashutosh. All this explanation may be overwhelming to grasp. So let's make it easier to understand using this visual representation.
As we can see, we have a database on one side and a community on another. So the idea is to integrate data on both ends. The sales team can update the sales information in SAP database, and the same information is integrated into community through Salesforce Cloud. On the other end, the vendors can just log into the partner community and can get access to the information they need. To make it more accessible, the information can be organized in different tabs. This is how a community can help keep the organization and associated partners on the same page. Prachi, can you think of the benefits it can offer to the organization?
Yes, Ashutosh. In fact, I can think of many benefits, like helping the organizations and partners to remain on the same page, leading to better decision making. Another benefit I can think of is how it can help the company in keeping the track of product liquidation so they can plan ahead of the production in accordance with the demand. So the community fast tracks the case resolution, product liquidation, and decision making process.
Impressive, Prachi. You summed it up pretty accurately. Now moving on to our next unconventional use of communities. The next community use case we have is event management. Companies often run various events to stir up the engagement with customers, gain new customers, and raise brand awareness. But hosting an event successfully is easier said than done. You can tell that from experience, Prachi.
Trust me, I know, Ashutosh. A lot of time and energy goes into planning only, let alone the actual event.
This is why leveraging communities for event management is another unconventional yet useful benefit of communities. But how does that exactly work? When planning and managing an event, the event manager has to go through various venues, make other arrangements, reach out to targeted audiences, and get them to register for event. It can all get pretty overwhelming. But with a dedicated event management community, event managers can find everything they need in one place.
So you mean instead of having to visit all potential venues, they can just go through the shortlisted venues in person and they can contact the decision makers to decide on the venue?
Yes, absolutely. And it's just one thing. After selecting the venue, they can reach out to the members of the community itself and ask them to sign up using a registration link. Plus, interested members will ask their peers to sign up for the event. In fact, the event managers can maximize the registrations by pinning the event information and registration link in the community.
That's impressive, but how exactly does that work?
Same way the sales order management works in the community. You can integrate the event database with the community. Whenever one needs to conduct an event, they can gain the event venue information and decide on the one they want. Also, they can reach out to the community members if they are interested in attending the event.
Oh, that's functional. I think it will help with the RSVPs as well. Assuming the number of attendees and then making arrangements accordingly can be challenging. But having a way to eliminate the guesswork is useful.
Yes, Praju. So to sum up, event management communities are not only helpful in planning an event, but help reach out to the targeted audience and manage the event according to the number of attendees. To execute an event successfully, what do we think we need, Praju?
I think a detailed plan and effective marketing.
Exactly, Praju. So we have already discussed how communities can help with efficient event management. But do you know communities can help with event marketing too?
Oh, yeah, I want to know more.
Sure. Just the way a community can help with a product or a service marketing and brand awareness, the same way they can be a brilliant stage for event marketing.
So, can you walk us through it using an example, Ashutosh?
Sure, Praj. Let's suppose a data engineering company has a product launch event. The objective of an event is to showcase its artificial intelligence and the machine learning based training utility to its customers. For that, they obviously need to enable their attendees with a personalized experience. In that case, they can leverage a customer community to run a webinar. They can offer access to the webinar in public spaces to get the most traction. Or they can make it exclusive to keep their customers anticipating their product. In short, a community helps the company to show the events in public or private groups, depending upon the trending topics in those groups.
And I think further they can pin that thread in the community so community members can have access to the entire discussion and see the latest updates. The more people talk about the event, the more their interest will peak.
Yes, absolutely. Let's get to the next use case, which is asset management. This works effectively with the customer community. Any utility or software, whether purchased, is considered an intangible asset. Any company that offers such services to its customers can offer information regarding the expected validity of the asset.
So let's explain it in detail, Ashutosh.
Let me simplify this using an example. Suppose an organization offers hosting services on a perpetual or term basis. They have a customer community where the members can search, sort, and know the expirations of their hosting term in community. It will help them manage the subscription and licenses. For example, if they want to keep hosting their website on the same service provider, they can renew the contract before it expires. Organizations can leverage advanced filters to highlight the date of expiration. Like they can change the color to red to show that it requires immediate attention as their term is about to expire and needs a renewal.
Wow, that offered much needed clarity, Ashutosh. This is actually quite useful.
Moving to the next use case, let's understand how communities can help with the user license management. It is similar to asset management communities. The only difference is it is scalable to multiple package versions. It is no surprise that a company can have multiple services and their customers can have more than one service license activated.
Yeah, so it's like a company offers multiple services and the customers can have multiple licenses, and the organization can integrate license management in the community to offer convenient licenses and package version tracking, right?
Yes, exactly. The best part about integrating license management with the community is that customers won't have to send system information to vendors every time they need to track.
And I can see that customers don't have to put much effort and can be up to date with their license status. But how will it benefit the organization?
Actually, there are many benefits. Easy to use communities lead to a better user experience that ultimately benefits the organization. Since it eliminates the need for customers to send system info to the vendors, it makes the entire process error-free and cuts down the operational costs significantly. In return, the organization can optimize the user experience with minimal investment in infrastructure and management.
That's actually fascinating.
I too feel that way. So getting to the next unconventional advantage of communities, compliance certificate storage. No business is free of legal considerations, and to keep up with that, compliance certificates are the most effective way. Every customer analyzes the legitimacy of a business before dealing with them. So they check the compliance certificates. It adds credibility and boosts trust. But every organization struggles with the manual sharing of compliance certificates with customers as it can be exhaustive and time consuming. To tackle that, a dedicated community where all the compliance certificates are available, both guests and registered members, is the best bet. What do you say, Prachi?
I think it's a brilliant idea. When I picture a community like that, I imagine a front end where customers can access various compliance certificates. Since there are multiple compliance certificates, there can be different tabs for better accessibility. And there's a backend that agents use to upload and update compliance certificates when required.
Well put, Prachi. So, such communities eliminate the need for the manual sharing of compliance certificates and offer all the certificates in the same place to customers.
Yeah, that's actually wonderful.
The last unconventional advantage of communities that I can think of is the streamlined sales process. This one is actually inspired by the sales order management communities we discussed before and works with the partner community. It resolves the challenge of going through long processes for vendors. Let's say they want to get a customer registered or add any other order detail, they need to go through a long process of filling out forms. But with this type of community, partners can not only view the products but also place orders directly through community.
So the expected outcome is streamlined sales process with the community to make it convenient for associated partners, right?
Yes, exactly. Communities are much more useful than we realize. They have become a handy tool to enhance the overall business process and ease information sharing between organization, partners, and customers.
So thank you, Ashutosh, for putting it so well. In a nutshell, I think today organizations are more aligned with their customers. Employees are able to motivate faster than ever with customers' input. Companies can collaborate with their partners better than ever. So it's fair to say that having an online community is more essential than ever.
And if you need assistance in optimizing your online community for maximum output, we have an amazing set of engineers and strategy consultants. They can build your community and incorporate customizations according to your requirements. If you need a one-on-one demo, they are just a click away. Drop us a line at info@grazidi.com and they will take it from there. You could also reach us at www.grazidi.com or drop us a line at info@grazidi.com and we will take it from there.
So thank you for being with us today. This is Prachi along with Ashutosh signing off now. Adios.